Welcome back. Yesterday we showed you this video. While conducting a traffic stop, a minivan crashed into a parked police cruiser. An officer, by the way, was inside. You see the ones that are outside not really reacting. They're just kind of like, what is going on here? But it shows one of the many dangers law enforcement face and why there is a move over law. We'll see it one more time that is in effect. The Knoxville Police Chief, Paul Noel, is here to talk more about that law. First thing we want to ask is, how's the officer doing? I mean, the other two were, it's interesting as a police officer, you see so many crazy things that you just kind of go, well, that just happened. They didn't really even react. What about the officer inside the car?
So the officer's doing fine. I spoke to him after the incident. You know, he's feeling fine, but he's also very lucky. I mean, obviously, you saw that crash. Right. Very, very dangerous.
Yeah, that wasn't like slow. That was a pretty good speed. It left a big dent in there. Is he going to get right into a vehicle, or is he taking some time off? Because that vehicle, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it. It didn't look like he's getting his car back.
Yeah, both vehicles look like they about totaled.
Yeah. Anyway, well, all right. The video, of course, shows us why the move over law is so important. Explain the law, just so people understand what that really means. I need to move over, I slow down. What exactly is that it mean?
So please, if you see an emergency vehicle on the side of the road, please move over, get into the left lane. And also, if you're in the left lane and there's a vehicle in the right lane trying to get over, help them get over. And what we're trying to do is give a cushion for those emergency workers that are on the side of the road to make sure that they're safe.
Right. Last night, we left here, we were on late, so I don't know, it was closer to 12:30. There was a police officer, law enforcement officer on the side road, and truck got over, that got over, I got over. Everyone was doing what they were supposed to do. I was actually kind of proud because I've seen a lot of people just blow by and not do it. What are the consequences? What can be the consequences if you don't?
So if you don't, you could get a citation, but I think more importantly, like you saw here, someone could get killed. Right. So, and that's really what we're trying to prevent. We're trying to keep our police officers and first responders safe. If they get struck, either if a vehicle gets struck or if they get struck by a car, the consequences are going to be pretty severe.
Do you think that just the message maybe hasn't gotten out? I mean, people aren't trying to do that, but they just don't know they're supposed to do it, maybe?
I think people know. I think, people, sometimes they're distracted when they're driving, and, we have a lot of distractions.
Right. That's another issue, yeah.
Absolutely. So, you need to pay attention, right? Look further up ahead. You should be looking further up ahead on the road, looking for potential dangers. So if you see those flashing lights, start working to get over as soon as you can.
Yeah, and if you can't, at least slow down, give them a little bit of room. All right, we have, right at the top of this newscast, we talked about multiple incidents downtown near Market Square where officers have had to respond. Is that going to change any patrol with how many little incidents we've had here lately, or even major incidents, I should say?
So the incidents that we're talking about are all solved. They're not connected. We have our Central District officers, our cadets. They're patrolling downtown on foot, bicycle, and cars every single day. We're going to keep doing what we're doing, stay very vigilant. Like I said, those cases are solved. Downtown is very safe. We have police officers down there, so, you have no concerns at all going downtown.
Okay. So now there's so many different dangerous issues that are out there, like domestic calls, things like that. That's still on kind of the top of the list, even though we're talking about these other things. Is that still like really the biggest concern for officers?
Absolutely. So, this job is very dangerous. So you saw what happened in Blount County. Domestic violence incidents are very, very dangerous for our police officers. And it's just another example of how dangerous this job is every day.
Right, just responding and hundreds of rounds being shot at them. It's so fortunate that they just, I won't say minor, but minor injuries compared to what could have happened.
Chief. The officer is very lucky.
Yeah. Chief, thank you very much for that information. Let's go over to Lori now.